My dear friend in Christ, way back during the days of the American Revolution, a man in civilian clothes rode past a group of soldiers and saw them sweating and struggling to pull out a horse carriage that was stuck in deep slush. The officer supervising them was shouting instructions to them to get the job done as soon as possible. But the officer never lent a helping hand at all. The stranger rode straight up to the officer and asked boldly why he wasn't helping the struggling soldiers. With great anger and also an air of pride, the officer replied, "Sir, I am a corporal." What he meant was it was below his dignity to do that job. The stranger then quietly dismounted from his horse and began helping the exhausted soldiers. And my dear friend, when the carriage was out from the slush and ready to move, the stranger told the officer, "Mr. Corporal, next time you have a job like this and don't have enough men to do it, inform your commander-in-chief, and I will come and help you again." Suddenly, to his shock and embarrassment, the corporal realized that the stranger who helped was none other than George Washington, his boss, the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. And George Washington was the first president of the United States of America from 1789 to 1797. My dear friend in Christ, if you want to lead, you must be ready to serve first. Pride will get you nowhere. Humility will get you everywhere. Think of the wonderful words of Jesus instructing his disciples. Matthew chapter 20, verse 26 to 28. He tells them, "It shall not be so among you, but whoever would be great among you must be your servant, and whoever would be first among you must be your slave. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Matthew chapter 20, verse 26 to 28. My dear friend in Christ, the greatest act, the most profound manifestation of servant leadership was when Jesus himself washed the feet of his disciples. May the Lord grant you the gift of humility, a heart of love, and a spirit of service, so that you may be a disciple of Jesus. Have a good and godly day.